Okay, so here we're going to take a look at kind of combining some of these operations together to solve some algebraic type problems, similar to what you could see on the test or on the homework as well. So first up, we're going to take a look at these three matrices and see if they in fact represent a legal problem. So this first matrix is a 3 by 2 matrix, and we're multiplying it by a 2-row by 1 column matrix. And so according to this, that's legal, that's acceptable, and this should be my answer size. And in fact, this is a 3 by 1 matrix. So this does represent a legal, legitimate problem. So now we're actually going to figure out what the missing values for x, y, and z are. There's 3 variables involved there. All right, and it's going to be the process of figuring out how this problem gets done together. All right, I'm going to get this stuff out of the way so I can work underneath here. All right, so the first thing we always do is check to make sure that it is in fact a legal operation. So since we are taking the first row times the only column, and we end up with what's supposed to be over here, on the left side, I'm going to have a 3 by 1 matrix. Put it in red. And the first thing that I get is I tip this 1 and x, or at least I imagine tipping it off the edge, and I've got the 1 and the x sitting here. So I have 1 times 4 plus x times 1, and that's supposed to be equal to a 10 that's sitting over here. All right, well, that's all I've got for that first row. So now I'll go to this green row and I tip it off the edge, and I've got a negative 2 times 4 plus y squared times 1, and that's supposed to be equal to a 12. And last but not least, I've got this bottom row, which is going to take negative 1 times 4 plus 0 times 1, and that's supposed to equal the square root of z. Also, I've got a 3 by 1, so this is still a 3 by 1, and this is a 3 by 1, so that's good. So this on the top, in the very top entry, should be the number 10. So what I've really got there is 4 plus x is equal to 10, which means that x has to be 6. And for the green one, I have a negative 8 plus y squared has to equal 12. Negative 8 plus y squared has to equal 12. So I can add 8 to both sides, and I get y squared equals 20. Square root of both sides, and I have y equals, let's see, that's going to be 4 and 5, so that's y is equal to 2 root 5. All right, and last but not least, I've got the z values, which I end up with a negative 4 plus 0 is supposed to equal the square root of z, or negative 4 equals the square root of z. So I square both sides. Oops. And I get that 16 is equal to z. That might be a little weird. Maybe I wish that I'd picked a different number there, because if a 16 is sitting in here, positive 16, that square root of 16 is 4, not the negative 4. So we actually probably have a wacko solution here. Bad problem. Oops. But you get the idea. The process is the same, even if the numbers didn't work out there. All right?